Well, howdy, tubers. Well, I believe this is part 4. I just seen the Skymaster hanging up here. I know I've been here before because there's the Connie. Or wait, okay, well, there's a Connie, but not the same Connie. So maybe I haven't been over here. Of course, the B-52's right there. Well, I know I came through here. I just was trying to get back to that back section because they said to go to that section 4 or something and then work your way back. But there's Skymaster, well, the military version, and I don't believe I've ever seen a OV-10A Bronco. I don't believe I've ever seen one, or I don't remember. It'd probably be the reason. Not a whole lot of wing. I was just somehow thinking it seemed like I have plans, RC plans, for one of these. Maybe not. The Huey. And an A26, which I haven't got to see it yet. Kermit Weeks, if you know who he is, he made 3 videos, and his last one come out about his A26, and I haven't got to watch that yet. I hope everybody that watches this would know who Kermit Weeks is. A fantasy of flight in Florida. I'm not much on helicopters, but I see something here, a caribou, which what was the name of that? There is I believe that's right. Caribou. I don't know what the designation was. If anybody's seen that movie document, I guess it's a documentary of that B-29. I was talking about it the other day. Kiwi bird or keybird. That was. You can look it up. A real good, maybe an hour and a half long or something like that. On. I don't know if it's on YouTube or not. It could be. But look it up. A real good. I'm not going to tell you about it except for watch it. But anyways, they used one of these caribous to fly in parts. The B-29 had landed there in Iceland, I believe it was, of course, during the war. And everybody got out fine. So they went up there to rescue it. And that's what I'll tell you. Of course, they landed and the nose wheels got stuck in the sand, and they had they threw a cylinder out on one engine and got it fixed, and then the flaps went out on one landing when they were bringing it in with when they went back to get a dozer so they could pull things around with on the B-29 and get the runway ready to take off. But look it up. I don't know. I can't. Obviously, you know how I can't remember anything. But probably kiwi bird flight or something about it in the B-29. You ought to find something about it. But a very, very good show, and a guy died in it one of the mechanics died while he was. Well, not while he was working on it. He got sick, and they got him out of there. But anyways, I won't tell you the rest. Oh, here we go. This is the one that was on the stand in front of our barracks. Memphis Belle 2. Of course, it wasn't this very one, but I think they called it the It's called a Thunderbird or something like that, and they just call it the thud because that's the sound it made when it hit the ground. I think it was more than that, although when I was in the Air Force, there was one of these crashed not too far from our base. And I think this is video 4. And I don't think the other videos, the very first video, that looks like Olf. Yep, Robin Olds. Howdy, look familiar. Bet that's a little slower than the airplane he flew. Well, this thing don't look familiar. I don't know what it is. An RB-66 destroyer. Okay. But I want to hopefully get to the, the Wright brothers kind of stuff here. Bomb bay section on B-52.
Scarface.
Drag parachutes were used to slow. Ground crews gathered up the parachutes and repacked them for a later mission.
That holds a lot of bombs.
As the engine stopped, maintenance crews began preparing for the next mission.
Retractable gear. Smells like airplane. Love that smell.
Ground refueling alone required several hours to pump 40,000 gallons.
You'd think it would smell, and it smell like airplanes in here, but it just doesn't.
Elsewhere,
Love that
bombs
airplane
were
smell.
assembled at the munitions loading facility. Stabilizer pins were added to bomb cases, and shooting points were replaced by fuses.
Okay. Well, I just asked them if they had a specific Wright Brothers section, and she says they do, but it's closed right now. So, for lighting or something. Yeah, that's not working very good. Guess you. Left one does okay, right one not so good. But I don't know why they're saying that's the Wright brothers, because that's Wright brothers didn't have ailerons; they did the wing warping. So I don't know. Of course, if I'd read that, it'd probably say that. We all know about that. By the way, and I can't never remember which one. I don't know if I said that. No, I was talking to Dan today because I know I said this, but I don't remember which one, if it was Orville or Wilbur. I was born on one of their birthdays. Oh, look, it's a real astronaut in there. Real life astronaut in there. Man, I'd come right at the right time. Pretty neat. Of course, I've missed a lot of stuff. I'm not too much into reading about things. I don't know if that's a Norden bomb site. Yeah, it is. Well, that looks too fancy for back then. Of course, this is saying World War One. I don't believe they had the Norden bomb site in World War One. And that, oh, July 23rd, 1994. Boy, that looks awful fancy, even for World War II. That's bad. There's the Immelman turn. Pete Fitzwilliam up there almost. There's Charles Lindbergh. Clyde Cessna and Walter Beach. I think it was Lloyd Stearman. Is that right? It doesn't, well, it didn't say. Lockheed Vega. Doesn't say, but that's what it is. And Kermit Weeks has got one of them being built. You ought to see the video on that, man. And there's Jimmy Doolittle. Doesn't say. Oh, there it says. You know what he's famous for? Well, I'd think there's Amelia Earhart. I would think that, and maybe he's down here, Steve Whitman ought to be in here in this racing stuff. Roscoe Turner. Just naming the ones I have. There we go. There's Steve Whitman. Sylvester. I've always accredited him with the Cessna spring gear, which I think is neat. And of course, Vernon's got that type of a gear on his Kit Fox, which I think just looks great. Don't worry, I think I'm about done. Uh-oh, wait a minute, we got these guys going flying. Get to see if he can do a carrier landing here. Look, the greases are in there. Supposed to catch a third hook. Oh, I missed a hook. Well, we'll be going backwards now. Tuskegee Airmen. Met one of those guys. I'm not going to try to remember the name.
Who do you think?
Uh-oh. Out of control. Lost tail rotor. There you go. Don't know what the deal is here. Didn't know they launched F-16s off of carriers. There we go. They got a Wright Flyer at the EAA museum that you can lay in and fly. And I got my license there. What's in there? Maybe sound comes out of there. Well, that ought to do it. There you go, flying trash can. I don't know if this is the exit or what, but we'll find that. And there you go, and God bless.